Hey, you sexy YouTube mother lovers. How y'all doing? All right, so this is apparently the first test on a long-form podcast for your friends. Your friends? Yeah, this name's still in workshop. But I think I'm going to go with your friends. Yes, calm down. But nonetheless, yeah, the gimbal seems to be tracking at least my face. I should probably walk away, get some more room between me and you. Got plenty of cord here. I just don't want to unravel too much and then regret it later. But you know, this is probably around how far or maximum distance between the gimbal and anybody else will be. So is it still tracking me? Is it? I don't think it is. No, it's not. So yeah, we'll end up putting that far enough away so you don't have to worry about any sort of facial recognition software fucking up. Because it seems to be more of a selfie stick, but it's, I don't know. If you're gonna buy something, why not buy the best? Fuck it. It is the fuck they call this thing? Right here. It is a DJI Pocket 2. It's got audio coming out of it, and I'm just gonna have this audio right here, but I'm going to try to isolate just this audio, get rid of that audio. I got no idea how I'm going to do that, but that's why we decided to do the test first. All right, so what do we do? Have you ever had a song? This is why I try to say that music is a drug, because I don't really like music. Most music I do not like. But I do like some music, sadly. Some of my friends, well, one friend in particular, well, your friends as well, you will say that music is for the mental. No, I'm not 100% sure how he would phrase it. It's for the layman. I believe that's how he said it. Music is for the layman, he said. I don't necessarily disagree with him, because most of the music these days is pretty fucking bad. But every once in a while you'll find some bangers like this one in particular. Let's see if I can nicely go through here, make a jam out of this. This will also be another test. What the fuck is that music? Terminology. Ugh. Here, let's. Just got a Discord message from your friend. Got fucking 3 goddamn things going on right now. Fucking goddamn thing. That's good. What the fuck is that music terminology that refers to the first 5 notes like the Mario organ? Fuck, bro. I don't know. Shit. But how much of the music is being picked up on the microphone right now, I have no idea. We'll find that out in post when installed. What's this? But this is the song that I was talking about. I feel like I've heard this song before, hundreds of years ago, tens of thousands of years ago, back when I was a child. I feel like I've heard this song before. But this song came out, I believe, in 2016. Now, how is that possible? How does this song make me feel like I've been somewhere? I've heard this in the long times ago. In 2016, I was 26, so that's not right. I would remember. This is deep into thought memory here. I don't know why I feel so familiar with this song, but I do listen to it, or the first time I listened to it, it was attached to a music video that was basically just an 80s romance. I never seen the video because I don't want to ruin the magic, but it's just a guy in Target and some hot girl is like hanging out, and it's one of those ones where it's like it's just a snippet. It's just the romantic the shit that just does not happen. It's a movie. It's the shit that happens in your dreams, right? Like how often does one even close a store by themselves? It's the 80s, the magic time, where shit like some dullard will be tasked to close an entire fucking department store. It's believable. It's believable. I was born in the 90s, so I don't know if that's actually true, but it's believable. So this guy was tasked to close the store. And for some reason, this girl is there, and this song is playing the entire time because obviously it's a music video. But I feel like that's the only version of this movie is attached to this song. The most romantic shit you have ever seen, all right, or at least to me. That shit is that stuff is very. I was too busy thinking about the crickets noise than I'm actually finishing my thought. That's not good. Yeah. That it's not real, is what I'm saying. I'm gonna listen back to this. I'm gonna be like, what the fuck? I can't believe how easy it is to lose your train of thought. See, speaking of losing trains of thought, how often is it that you, my good friend, see things that aren't there? Whether it be, oh my God, is that Bigfoot? Well, obviously it's not fucking Bigfoot. But was it Bigfoot? I don't know. I see that shit more than another one of my friends, same one, Wasteland. I'm not quite sure what type of ways we're going to be communicating between the group and our friends and my friends and your friends, or whatever the hell this podcast is going to be. Podcast, I say podcast, but really it's just recording. Just recording. I don't want anything to come of this. But, I mean, not that I don't want anything to come of this. I'm getting long. It's just for prosperity, basically. You know? Nobody gets out of this world alive. And when Joe Rogan's family, when Joe Rogan dies, and they watch his podcasts just to get close to him again, I bet you they'll wish that they did at least one or two of them. I feel like that a lot. I get very nostalgic about weird shit. Just like earlier today, I was on the way back from when I bought these SD cards, the things that I'm using right now to record this shit. One of the songs that I have on my playlist on Tyspin, YouTube. You go to Stuff, my playlist, you'll hear this. But it's a Devil May Cry 3, the soundtrack. Not even the soundtrack, just the opening. Like, there was a trailer that came out for Devil May Cry 3, and I was like, oh shit, check this out. And that game looked fucking phenomenal when it came out. Oh my goodness. I was a huge Devil May Cry fan because that was one of the first games that I played on the PlayStation 2 when I went over to my friend William's house. William. He is a hell of a guy, and I love him. And I took advantage of him. I feel like shit for it. But that's what fucking 12-year-olds do, you know? They be dicks. What do you do? I didn't do anything bad, but I did fuck with him. But there, over at his house, he was the first person that I knew that had a PS2, and I had the ability to play it. The first game was a fucking aggressive inline. That game was trash. I shouldn't say it's trash, but it wasn't Tony Hawk. I'll tell you that. And that's all I really wanted it to be. Man, the way this chick does flips is fucking amazing. Grace, man. Animation, man, it's fucking nuts. Can you see that? I wonder if I put it over here, could you see it? How well can you see that? This? Can you see this? Oh shit. Don't do that. I fucked it up. I pushed a button. It was almost over. There we go. Yeah, monetization. Not gonna happen. But aggressive inline. Aggressive Inline was kind of a fast-paced Tony Hawk ripoff that involves rollerblading. Rollerblading, children, is something that people just don't fucking do anymore. No, that's not true. I saw a rollerblader for the first time in years the other day over at Main Street. That shit was wild. That was the first time I've seen a rollerblader since middle school. It was nuts. But nonetheless, this movie contains spoilers. Ghost in the Shell. Ghost in the Shell again. Hyphen some other shit. Unofficial video clip re-uploaded. Talking about the Death Squad. Perbator. I guess maybe you can see that. Maybe you can see that right here. Can you see that? I don't know. I can't tell if you can see that. But nonetheless, what is this? What is that? Aggressive inline. Aggressive inline. Saw a kid rollerblade. can't focus on two things at once. But why give it? Why not? Why? Fuck that. Blah blah blah. Long story short. long story long. William also had Devil May Cry, and I saw that first scene where Dante gets impaled by. I don't remember the name of the sword, but it starts with an A. It's not Force. Devil Force is the first sword. And then the electric one that gives you a double jump and actually lets you turn into that flying fucking demon that shoots electricity. I don't know. Here. Pull that up. Pull that up for me. Let's see. Retribution. Why did I think it started with an A? No, it does. Alterus? Alistair? Yeah, Alistair. Retribution is Dante's first sword? I thought Force Edge was Dante's first sword. I don't know. Who knows? Who cares? But when I saw that, when he was playing through it for the first time, I saw that cut right into it. And he stood up and fucking shrugged it off like it was nothing. And I thought that was the sickest shit my fucking kid brain has ever, my applehead ass had ever seen, was that. So, I was a fan immediately after that. It's fucking insane. Fuck. Guess I got to go study. The Overture. Yeah. The guy who wrote Mario was a decorated veteran in music. For that silly thing. I can't remember the name of it. It's the lead. Oh, I can't fucking read. It's the lead in the star of a crescendo. It's the lead in the star of a crescendo. But I can't come up with the word. It's overture, he says. Musical composition. Composition. Yeah, composition. Usually, orchestral introduction to a musical work. Often dramatic, but also an independent instrumental work. Short instrumental flourish, such as a trumpet, topakta, that opens Kloish. It's an overture. Alright, what else do we got? Looks like we got a little boo-boo. Looks like my boy got a little boo-boo. Oh God. Look at how unfocused that is. Ugh. Look at that. He got himself. Look at that right there. Can you see that? He's got a little boo-boo. Don't worry about what he's printing. You didn't see that?
Look outside, it's actually pretty nice.
Oh shit.
Fairly open desert.
Hey,
The window you're looking
Bizzle,
at, you don't see
shut
it.
up. Oh, no, Bizzle, don't shut up. You're great. You shut up. yeah. Again, the way that video, I'm becoming more and more ingrained into old footage, and it's got me to the point where I bought all this shit. I don't know if that's good or bad. I think it's bad. I don't think that being so nostalgic that you're willing to drop 2K just to preserve nostalgia. Yeah, it's kind of weird. This is me talking to the corner of my mouth for a while. Working out. Why is it so much easier just to buy shit than work out? I think there needs to be a goal. This seems like an obtainable goal. Just record. Record and use this cool shit. All this cool shit. Like this. Yes. Yes, revel. Like, I don't need your fucking applause. I bought applause. But yeah, living back in the 90s, good shit. But I was so nostalgic to a song that I heard on my playlist from Devil May Cry, because I remember listening to it at my Eastern house, and just blaring on it on speakers just like these, on a computer nothing like this one, just a shit box that was playing Warcraft 3 and like Counter-Strike and shit, and Diablo 2 not connected to the internet because you couldn't connect shit to the internet, and that without fucking interrupting the phone call, old school style. Without getting a ring, you know, without getting one of these here. Bring this up. Internet. Without getting one of these. Need to put that on the fucking soundboard. I definitely need to put that on the fucking soundboard. After Dark metal cover by metal cover. After Dark. Is After Dark that song that started all this? I don't even know what the fuck it is. Yeah, nostalgia. Oh, it is After Dark. Alright. Let's just get pissed by that. Or how easy it is for you to hear the music that's happening in the background. Can we listen to music and not have to worry about copyright shit? Because I don't want to get copyright straight. Is that true? I don't know how that works. I should probably look that up. If I talk over a song while it's playing quietly in the background, do I still have to worry about copyright strike? Not that I'm worried about it, I just don't want my storage channel to get fucked. Which it never will, because it'll have to, you know, have 1 million goddamn views before somebody notices. 100,000 views maybe. That's not gonna fucking happen. There's no way in hell that's gonna happen. But I was driving home in my Tesla, not the Flex, but it's part of the story. I just got back on the road from off the highway, and I looked to my left, and it's just fields
It's a big ass field, and then the highway, and then beyond the highway, it's trees, and right on the other side of the trees is a sunset, and it looks fucking beautiful. And then Devil May Cry shows up. This is the song that I'm talking about. And I was hoping that it was going to be right here, but hold on. Give me a second. Pull that up. Where's the song? The song that I'm talking about is in here somewhere, right here. It's a fairly long song, so I'll just skip into it. Apparently it's called Devils Never Cry. The Devil May Cry 3 with lyrics. It's been heard 10 million times from back in 2018. There's no way I was 18 dancing around to this song. There's no way that's real. When this song, when this game come out? When did this game come out? Give me a copy paste. This game come on Wikipedia. We all love the fact that you can just click a few buttons and pretty much everything. February 15th, yeah, no, that tracks. See? Oh, I would be dancing around when I was 15 to this song, for sure. At that point, I'm 14. I'm a 14-year-old, dancing around like a fucking idiot. Listen to this song. Kill all the time, kill them all. Last track to one just fall. I don't even know the fucking lyrics to this song. I just listened to it for the last 20 years. The I can say. I know that. But I don't know much else. The I can say. That just getting it, just fucking, yeah, let's go, fucking yeah, oh, before it even came out. Like, this game isn't even out yet. It's still a year to go, and I'm fucking dancing. But because Devil May Cry 2 was such a fucking flop, I hated it. I played it all the way through, but I fucking went back. And never played the second disc. I played it as Dante, and that was fucking it. I didn't want to play it as a rando girl. It's weird. It sucks that, because that would have been that. Like, if they came out today, Rando Girl would be like a $20 DLC on a $60 game, and the game's only 5 hours long. Like, that's the kind of shit we have to deal with now. But instead, I spent $60 on a game that was actually two games that played fairly differently between each other, and I spat in its face like some sort of asshole. But that's what you do when you're a kid. You don't understand. And I wanted to stop the car. What do they call that? Nostalgia blast. I wanted to stop the car and just jump out of, not jump out, but just stop the car, open the door, lean out on the window with the window down and listen to the song and watch the sunset. And think about how different my life is comparatively to that little 15-year-old dude, the little 14-year-old dude, dancing around on a summer on a porch that used to be there used to be a Four Seasons porch, but like they would close it. We would close it off in the winter because it was very thin plywood walls, and like it was all windows. It was just window, like single pane, fucking slide bus windows, window, all around this thing. And it's like a decent room too. It's a little smaller. It's a little smaller than this room, actually. You know, it's a little smaller than this room. It's a fairly decent sized room. It's a little. I think it was a little smaller. I assume it's a little smaller because I don't have any really frame of reference. Because obviously I was smaller back then. Now I'm a big boy. But I tell you what, it definitely feels different being, what is that, 2005 and 2022, 18 years ago. It was 18 years ago. We boarded up those. We took out most of those windows and we turned that into a normal room, not just a seasonal porch. Because my room was attached to that, and at that point we had because my room was a closet for my brother's room. So there was two ways to get into my room, and at that point my brother was like, "I don't want to be attached to my brother's fucking room anymore." And he had the door sewed shut. Which, I mean, cool. No, I don't blame him. He had a girlfriend at that point, and he was trying to get it, if you know what I'm saying. But, yeah, you guys know what I'm saying. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. He's trying to get it. But, those are crazy times. Crazy times, you know? I just wanted to sit and bask in the past and how much I've done, how different things are. What have I done? I've done a lot, but at the same time, not a lot. Still in the room that I played Fallout New Vegas in for so long that it burned into my TV, into what was my TV at the time. But then we got a new TV and blah blah blah. This was the family room, the movie room, hence no windows. We closed that right over there, and it gets completely dark in here. And that's what that big ass white screen right there is for. It's for projector. And it's pretty nice. It took a long time to get it to, actually come about, but I got there. See, now all of these things that I have, I've just collected, I've accumulated things. I'm still in the same spot I was. 18? No. This was like 2004. That was like a year before I moved here. I still lived on Eastern in 2004. And I moved here when I was 15, going on 16. And I got my driver's license, like, pretty much as soon as I could at 16. I don't even think I was 17 yet when I had my driver's license. Like, oh yeah, you gotta be 16 in order to get your driver's license. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure the day I turned 16, I got into Sears and started doing the classes. And I wasn't the day. I signed up for classes in December because my parents were like, oh yeah, we'll do everything for you, but if you, we'll pay for it all. No big deal. But you have to do it in winter. You can do it whatever time you want if you want to pay for it yourself, but if we pay for it, you have to do it during the winter. So you either do it now, you do it in a couple months, or you wait until next year or pay for yourself and go wherever the fuck you want. But Sears is where my brother went. I'm pretty sure it's where I don't know where my parents went. I was gonna say it's pretty sure it's where my dad went, but Woodland Mall I don't think it existed. My dad was a kid. He probably got some of them. But Champo Giro, what the fuck is that? Minute of May, Spanish Chapo, Gyro. Looks like a hell of a pistol. But, yeah. Nostalgia blast, it's a hell of a thing. What do you do? What do you do? Just back over here, son. There we go. Off shot a little bit. You know what I'm looking at. Got that AI imaging software. That shit is fucking wild. Scamly Trubricks. Stanley Kubrick's The Shining. A 3. You know what I'm saying? Pulp Fiction. A 3. Jackie Brown. A 3. Free Fire. A 3. Video games. Dino Crisis. 3. Devil May Cry. Fuck. 2. Ugh. Resident Evil 4. 3. Final Fantasy 7 for the PlayStation 1. 3. Games really didn't start changing the way that I thought until PlayStation 1, so I'm sure there are 3s in the Super Nintendo era. But as far as enjoyability, X-Men for the Sega Genesis 3, I had a lot of fun with that game. A lot of fun with that game. Me and my brother would just play it. It was one of the few memories that I had with my brother when he was the man. And he's still the man, but he's kind of a mess. I love him though. He's a good guy. There's barely any water in this thing. Not any water in this thing. Dang it. Alright. So, it's looking like that most of this shit's just gonna work. I mean, I was thinking sit here and do an hour's worth, but I feel like the memory card in this gimbal is going to take. It's gonna have plenty of fucking room for like up to 3 hours. 3 hours? It's gonna be more than that. Seems like it's gonna be way more than that. There's no way for me to get the video onto the computer as of right now. Is there? Maybe there is. This thing is attached to the computer right now. Let's see if I can. What can I do about that? This thing's starting to irritate my lip. I wonder if that fuzzy nose will make that different. I've just been putting this thing on my fucking lips. Basically the whole time. I don't know if that's good for the quality of the audio, because I don't have a fucking headphone jack. Is there any more of these? Oh shit. I gotta get my dog medicine. So I guess this is the end of this. First of all, we're gonna do Small Robot. Oh my god! What do I sound like? Hopefully it's something ridiculous. How about now? What does it sound like now? This is a test. Can I make this sound stupid? Check this out. Copyright strike that, you fuck. Voice disguise. This is your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man talking. I have your family, and I am going to do things to them. You don't know if my web comes out of my hands, my wrists, or my Peter, if you know what I'm saying. If you know. Oh shit, I probably should have done this instead. I wonder if that did the voice change. What else do we got? We got nothing else. Monster. I wonder what you have inside your pants. I just want to see inside your pants. That was Monster, ladies and gentlemen. Megaphone. I am loud. I need you to put the gun down. Put down the gun. Put the gun down. That's Megaphone. Let's return the picture. Censor. What the? It's going. I will take this and shove it in your. I swear to God, I'm gonna fucking kill you. I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna take a gun, all right, and then put it against the senator's head, and then try not to do what it is that I'm going to try, and fucking. Ooh, I forgot this censor one. And shit, that's hard to do. Ducking? What's that? This is ducking. I don't know what this is. What is that? I don't know what that is. Chimes. This is chimes. This is rim shot. Rim shot. That was rim shot. Trombone. Is that wah 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 wah? I wonder if that's that. I can't hear it. But from the way that those nodules are going up and down. Record scrap. Record scrap. I don't know what that is. Record scrap. Alright. Music bed. The fuck is music bed? We're just gonna let this go all the way through. Is this some sort of pre-recorded intro music? I'm over here assuming. I am over here assuming that this is some sort of intro music. Can you do two at a time? Air horn? Let's just let that go through. Yeah. Applause? Yeah, shut up. And now. Voila. Hopefully that worked.